Welcome back to Beauty Through the Breakdown. I am your host, Ariel, and this is episode 9, When the Black Sheep is God's Chosen One. People often misunderstand what it really means to be chosen by God. Being chosen doesn't mean life is easy or that people will love and support you. It means you are set apart, protected, and purposed, even before you knew who you were. Romans chapter 8, verse 28 reminds us, and we know that all things work together for the good to those who love Elohim, to those who are called according to his purpose. From the moment you entered this world, God already had a plan for your life, a plan to prosper you, not to harm you, a plan to give you hope and a future. But sometimes even chosen means being hated. There are people, even within your own family, who can sense your calling before you ever speak it. They recognize your protection, your favor, your light, and that light exposes the darkness within them. Some of you were born into families where the hatred, the jealousy, and the targeting started early, not because you did anything wrong, but because your very existence was a proof that God, Elohim's hand, was on your life. Because healing isn't easy. Waking up to the truth of the world around you, seeing the wickedness, the envy, the jealousy, the spiritual attacks that sometimes come from even from the people closest to you. It's hard. It's painful. And sometimes all you truly have is our Father, the Most High. Today's episode is one that is very personal to me. And it happens every day to the ones that are trying to be silenced, bullied, in silence, or even in public, that are not loved or never been loved the correct way, or felt loved the correct way, or know what love is. It's for the ones who've been called the black sheep, the outcast, the one nobody in the family seems to understand or even want to. You're not alone. This is for you, the one who's had to love people who never really loved them back in action, only in words. The one who had to learn what self-worth meant through pain. The ones who kept forgiving over and over, even when no one ever said sorry or even attempted to apologize. Because when you're chosen, when you carry the truth, people can sense that. Some would love it and some would love you for it, but many will resent it. So I want this message to remind you, never settle for half love. Not from family, not from friends, not in a relationship, not from anyone. You deserve love that shows up, love that acts, love that covers. The Creator has something special for you, something in you that no one can take, block, stop, or destroy. Now, before we go deeper, let's talk about this term black sheep. You see, people call you that because you stand out, because you move differently, because you see what they pretend not to. But you're not really a black sheep. You're set apart. You're chosen. The world labeled you misunderstood, but in the spiritual and on physical, our Father calls you blessed, protected, and highly favored. They said you were the problem, but really, you're just the light that exposes the dysfunction. You were the one who refused to put on an act and look past how you felt, your intuition, how you felt around certain people in certain places and situations. and seen what was truly wrong. You are not the one who loved deeply, but wholeheartedly, genuinely. You forgave easily and still got mistreated for it. That's what being chosen looked like. Not always praise, congratulations, or thank yous. It's often isolation, because being set apart means you can't blend in. You're not supposed to. Sometimes it's the people who you share your own blood that will betray you first. The one who smiles in your face, but secretly pray for your downfall. They'll question your choices, mock your faith, and twist your growth into arrogance. They'll say things like, you think you're better than us. But truly, they don't understand. They don't understand you just are not settling for less than what God promised you. You stop shrinking yourself to make other people comfortable in their own brokenness. And that makes them uncomfortable, because your healing became their mirror they never wanted to look into. You might be around family or surrounded by family and still feel completely alone. They'll go months or even years without calling. And when they finally do, it's not to check on you. It's to remind you who they think you should be, to guilt trip you back into the same cycle of pain that you may still be healing from. But let me tell you something. Their rejection was your redirection. They saw your light before you did. They saw that you were the one who wasn't going to stay stuck in the same generational curses. They knew you were going to break free from the gossip, the abuse, the addictions, the silence, from pretending everything was okay when it's not. Even Yeshua, Jesus, said, a prophet is not without honor except in his own hometown and amongst his own relatives and in his own house. That's Mark chapter 6, verse 4. That means even he wasn't welcomed by his own family and in his own town. So if your own family can't see your worth, it's because God, the Most High, Yahweh our Elohim, the creator of all things, didn't make your purpose for them to approve. He made it for you to walk out and keep going. And remember what he said in Matthew chapter 10, verse 35 now. For I have come to turn a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, not because he wanted division, but because truth divides darkness from light. When you start walking in your purpose, the people who are still in darkness can't stand your presence. You don't need their validation. You don't need to keep proving that you are worthy of love. You already are. God chose you because you can carry the weight, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. To every black sheep listening right now, I don't even like using that phrase anymore, because you're not a black sheep. You're bright. You're not rejected. You're redirected. You're not broken. You're built for this. From now on, because we are no longer the black sheeps, we are the set apart ones, the chosen ones. Stop chasing people who never meant to walk with you. Your tribe, your healing, your peace, it's not in your past. Sorry to tell you, it's not in your past. It's in your purpose. So let them talk. So let all of them talk. Let them misunderstand. Let them exclude you, because the ones they thought would fall apart is the one God, the creator source of all life, is using to heal the bloodline. So you don't owe anyone an explanation. You don't owe your peace. You owe yourself the freedom to walk in your purpose, even if you have to walk alone. Remember, being the black sheep does not mean you're cursed. It means you're chosen, set apart for a reason. Oh, and just for a season. Always remember, if no one is rooting for you, supporting you, or sees you, know that I am rooting for you, that I am praying for you to find peace, to find your purpose, your passion, your happiness, and your peace on this journey. And remember, I love you. Yahuwah Elohim loves you. Our Messiah, Yeshua, showed his love through his sacrifice. So what are you willing to sacrifice so you can keep walking in truth, in your strength, and in purpose? And you always have the Holy Spirit with you, the Ruach Kodesh, to guide you, because you're not forgotten. You're not rejected. You're set apart. You're chosen. You are protected. And always walk firm in that, and firm in Yahuwah our Elohim's word, his truth, his wisdom, and his guidance. Because you're not alone. Our Father goes with you. He walks with you every step of the way, in spirit and in truth. So I love you all. Remember, you are not the black sheep. You are set apart and chosen for a purpose.